Good day everyone. Today, our discussion is all about the typical and atypical development of children. Communication and language difficulties. Language theory and development explanations on the development of language are provided by learning, biological, and interactionist theorists. Then, among all the theories that relates to language development, the social learning theory by Vygotsky and the theory by Kamsky are the most common theories. The theory by Kamsky regards language acquisition to be inherent in human beings. It is more suitable to typical language acquisition where individuals do not need to be taught to follow grammar rules. Instead, they are taught to naturally learn the language. So, this theory does not, however, apply to atypical language development, where sensory and perceptive aspect of communication play a significant role in a language acquisition. Social learning theory emphasizes on the role of inherent desire in language acquisition. Even though the child may possess a language acquisition device, language acquisition is motivated by the inherent desire. So, this theory applies to children with typical language development process as they interact with others in learning the language. Then, typical and atypical aspect of language development are imperative in understanding language development. Typical language development refers to the normal processes of language acquisition in which individuals learn given aspect of language such as phones and morphology. Atypical language development refers to impaired language acquisition in which individuals do not follow the guidelines of language acquisition. Such individuals lack the capability to interrelate sounds with symbols. In addition, they do not read from left and right and take a longer time when it comes to processing and communication of words. Children with this inclination of language development have problems in pronunciation, word processes, and grammatical rules of given language. So, unexceptional conditions are regarded as necessary for adequate development of language. Therefore, any variation in environmental conditions or physical status has a significant impact on adequate language development. Then, it is therefore important for educators to familiarize themselves on how the experience and use of language in individuals is affected by exceptional conditions. For instance, deaf child are usually assigned sign language as their first language, and their language acquisition experiences are quite different when compared with those children who can hear. Then visual cues are important in language development, and those children who are visually handicapped have different experiences in language acquisition because of the absence of visual cues. Then there are other physical disabilities that affect language development as they make speech impossible or difficult. Individuals with exceptional conditions such as infantile autism, Williams syndrome, and Down syndrome have different experiences in language development because of the impact of these conditions on non-verbal mental development. Non-verbal development. So, language and culture. Culture determines thoughts, processes, and words that exist in a given language. In addition, it provides words, mimes, and homophones that exist in language. Therefore, it determines the language and symbols that people in that culture setting will use as a representation of particular words and sounds. People within a given culture communicate using the shared set of meanings. Language is therefore not only part of culture but also one of the major aspects of culture. Typical and atypical aspects of language development are imperative in understanding theories of the language development. In the development of language, exceptional conditions intermingled with the experiences with the use of the language in people. There are interactions between language and culture, with culture providing words, mimes, and homophones that exist in language. On the other hand, language is regarded as one of the major aspects of culture. Then, educators need to be sensitive and diversity in order to promote positive learning for individuals from diverse cultures. We assume that if we could better understand the underlying causes of children's language learning difficulties, we could better understand these children's problem and how to